You know exactly why you keep doing something, but you continue to still keep doing it. There may not be something you know about this certain pattern, and in this video, I'm going to give you 3 ways that this is happening for you, why you just keep doing it and you cannot change this habit, reaction, social pressure, whatever it is. So watch on through this video and I will explain exactly what is going on for you. I'm Jenna, I'm a mindset coach and hypnotherapist, and I have had so many experiences in my life through anxiety, depression, toxic relationships, mindset issues, and I am here now with none of that, and I am so excited to help you do the same. I've learned through experiences, therapy myself, and just learning how to be a better version and understand my intuition and the connection to my brain. So be sure to subscribe because I do videos every single week, and I'm hoping that you will learn a lot from me in these videos. So a lot of women tell me over and over again why they overthink, why they people please, why they end up in the same relationships, why they keep going out on the weekend. They think they have this version of why it is, why they need to do that, because they want attention or they want to please people and make sure people are loved. Like, they understand the steps. They've done the journaling, they do the meditation, they understand a lot about themselves, but they just keep repeating this same habit. And until you don't understand what I'm about to explain next, these things will continue to happen until you can change the deeper part of you. So knowing why doesn't always stop it. It just makes you more self-aware. But once you tap into your deeper self, that is where the real magic happens. And that's probably the part that nobody's really told you about. So the understanding of this pattern is only 5% of our brain, our conscious brain. The other 95% is your subconscious programming. Other therapists, they all have different words, but what this is in the back of your brain. This is where the magic happens. This is where all the parts of you from a child, from before 7, are programmed in. And over time, we can grow and change and rewire this, but the solid structure has all happened to you before you were 7. So the chances are that a habit that you've always had that you say is a part of you, but you're at a moment where you want to change it, this is the 95% of you that you don't feel consciously. That self-awareness I talked about is another part to where this is at the back. So once we can kind of figure out what's happened to you as a child, why it is you're doing that to protect you, why you have that reaction, that habit, that thing that you do needing attention, that is where you really can dissect and understand what is going on for you and rewire it. Through hypnotherapy, I do this work very deeply with my clients, but you can try to do this a little bit in a very Zen space. You could do it with journaling. This next question that I have for you, you can kind of delve into it a little bit. But if you've never done much self-awareness, you've never really done therapy, understanding your subconscious mind, understanding your childhood can be a little bit messy. But number 1, I want you to change the question. Every time you do something and you're like, why do I keep doing this? I want you to see what it is that you're doing and how that is actually protecting you or pleasing others. Then I want you to step back a little bit more and I want you to think about what it is you were like as a child. Do you remember your life before you were 7? I didn't. I have not many memories before I was 7. And what this does to you is if you don't have much of a memory, usually that is because your subconscious mind is trying to protect you. But if you have a really good recollection of the type of child you were, what your family was like, it's good to look at what was happening to you in that time. Were you already trying to please people? Were you trying to do that to receive love? Were you having that sort of reaction because it gave you attention? There are certain things that we did as children that if we don't grow out of, we end up doing that as adults in different versions. So sometimes we just need the support, clarity in ourselves to just start to dissect and understand not the why anymore, but more the when. When did this start? When did I start acting like this? Why have I got that emotion now that I felt when I was little? Again, these can be really hard to do by yourself, but it is so good just to try and start and just have a think about what you were as a child. So number 2 is I want you to write down what you want to do. What is the true life that you see for yourself? Some of us want to have a career. We want to have an amazing connected relationship. We want kids or we don't want kids. We want to be an entrepreneur. We want to grow. We want to be fit. We want to be healthy. We want to live a positive life. I mean, who doesn't want that? So what I want you to write down is truly what your week or your weekend looks like for you. So if it doesn't involve going out and partying and instead staying home or connecting with a friend for breakfast because you wake up feeling fresh, watching your favorite movie, going out and doing and sightseeing something you've never considered, saving up for your next travel trip to meet new amazing people. If that's what it looks like for you, but every week you still end up going out, you still end up connecting with people that don't serve you. This is where we want to change that. So setting some goals. First start prioritizing what it is that you really want to do and then breaking that down. And eventually you might just start to see, especially as you get older, that these habits will change. Your intuition kicks in faster. You kind of start to understand what you truly, truly want. Because going out and partying when you don't want it, when you actually have a clearer mission on what you want to do, it will catch up to you and eventually you'll stop doing it. So number 3, like we talked in number 1, you might have been able to dissect a little bit about where you were or what you did as a child. In this tip, I want you to listen to yourself. And again, I'm going to use the example as if you're going to go out and party or be around people that you really don't want to be around, why and what is it in yourself that is driving you to do that even though you don't want to? And a perfect example is to be seen. Is to be seen that you actually have friends, that you're connecting, whether you're sharing it on social media or you're just being able to talk about it with other people. This version of feeling love and being seen is something new that you might not know in a different way. You could do this in a new way. You could connect with people better and more honestly by not going out with the people that are not serving you, just because you need attention or you feel like this is your only version of love. This can change. And once we kind of look at how we've always been, you can then see a pattern in yourself that will start to transform the way you behave and the steps you take with your habits. And one of the most important things that I say to my clients is do not beat yourself up if you do it again and again. One of the best things you can do is keep making that mistake, but ensure that once you make it, the next time, maybe it takes you longer to make the mistake. You don't beat yourself up. You get back up again. You enjoy your week at work. You motivate yourself. You try to do the best you can in whatever scenario you're in. And then what you do is each time you then do it again, it means it will get less and less. But the one thing I want you to remember, and something that I did so many times, is every time I would go out and party again and I'd feel horrible the next day, or I'd have a fight with someone that truly I wasn't connecting with, but somehow we always ended up hanging out. I want you to think about the fact that that situation is improving your life. It sounds crazy, but if you are self-aware enough, each time you do this, it becomes less and less. And I want you to not get in the dumps. Don't get depressed or in bed, lying in bed, just saying, oh, I'm a failure, I failed again. Because if you just keep getting up, keep making that mistake, but keep going, eventually it will click and you will start to do it less and less. So I hope you really enjoyed this video. Please don't hesitate to subscribe. Really helps my channel so I can do more of this and help more of you because I honestly just love it. But just some tips for you to remember. that pause that you make is beneficial. Even if you go and still do the same thing again, writing it down, becoming more self-aware of what your deepest self is. What have you always been in that you don't want to be anymore? Is true connection to your intuition, listening to this part of you. And there is a big difference in reacting on autopilot and being more self-aware, but maybe making the mistakes still. Remember, 5% of your conscious mind, 95% of your subconscious. Sometimes this can take a little bit of work to start progressing and changing into a new, better version of yourself. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you on the next one.